This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 282 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by Equestrian Collections. Visit them at equestriancollections.com. Enjoy today's tip. Hi, Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily. Well, we are just a few weeks away now from the World Equestrian Games, and I wanted to remind you that you can listen to all the coverage of the World Equestrian Games, that we have exclusive radio coverage of the World Equestrian Games right here at the Horse Radio Network. Every day for the 2010 radio show, we'll be doing a wrap-up show about 7 o'clock in the evening at the International Equestrian Festival. And we will get that out onto the feed and onto the website about 9 o'clock every night. So if you listen on our website or one of our affiliates or through iTunes or Zune, you'll have that about 9 o'clock every night of the World Equestrian Games, 15 straight days. Also, Chris over at the Jumping, Dressage, and Eventing radio show will be doing daily shows during each of those events. And we'll be putting those out on those respective websites as well, and in iTunes and Zune, so you can catch her coverage. She'll have interviews with the riders, and I'm sure she'll have some surprise guest hosts there as well. So she'll be recording that from the All-Tech Experience at the Kentucky Horse Park, right there in the middle of the All-Tech Experience. So you can find all of that at horseradionetwork.com, and if you want to catch any of those shows, just stop back there. We'll be posting the schedule for WEG as we get a little bit closer. So we're looking forward to everyone joining us for our coverage of the All-Tech FEI World Equestrian Games. Well, today we want to welcome back someone who hasn't been on in a while, and that's Dr. Jenn. Dr. Jenn focuses on the rider and the mental health of the rider and the horse, and mine, apparently. Dr. Jenn also has trained with several Olympic event riders throughout her career, and she is now the owner of Happily Ever After Ranch in beautiful Colorado. And we'll speak to Dr. Jenn right after we hear about this new, great, terrific, what I think is really cool, revolutionary shipping program at Equestrian Collections. Equestrian Collections is a true innovator in the retail horse world, and they have done it again, this time with their new shipping program. It's called their Unlimited Shipping Program, and there are two options, and you can choose the one that's best for you. It's simple. Pay only $34.95 one time a year and get unlimited one-way shipping to you from Equestrian Collections. You heard right. Pay only $34.95 once a year for unlimited shipments. The second option is only $15 more. You pay only $49.95 for unlimited two-way shipping. That means even your returns will be covered. That's unlimited shipping both ways for as little as 15 cents a day. Think about it. Even if you ordered every day, you won't pay any more for those shipments. Now that's an innovative company at equestriancollections.com. Well, hi, Dr. Jenn. Welcome back to Horse Tip Daily. We do appreciate you coming on with us on a regular basis. I think it gets us all thinking about stuff we've never thought about before and feeling things we've never felt before.
Yeah, that's my job, is to help you think and feel your way into the life of your dreams. That's my passion.
Well, we've had a couple. We've done a number of tips now, and I encourage everybody to go back. They can actually go to our website at horsetipdaily.com and go follow the link to you, and all of your episodes are listed there, so they can go back and listen to them all in a row if they want to. We've done a number of them now. So if they haven't heard you before, if this is the first time they're listening, they can actually go back and listen to all of them. I wanted to remind everybody of that.
Yeah, because they're all in some ways related, and if you took all the skills and put them together, you'd really be able to catapult yourself to the next level of your relationship with your horse and in your life. And so I think it's a good idea to head back and listen to a few of those and give them a try.
Well, and one of the reasons I'm doing Horse Tip Daily is to expose people to things they may not have been exposed to before. And I think that this format, where it's only 10 minutes a day and it's completely different every day, allows them to do that and almost forces them to, in a way.
Yeah.
But yet, if they keep an open mind, and then it allows them the opportunity to go right to you, talk to you, get to know you better about what you're talking about, and really discover something that they would have never discovered in any other way.
I agree. This stuff is a little out there on the edge in terms of people aren't looking for it, but when they hear it, it strikes a tune with them, and then they're like, wow, I think I would like to know some more about that, and that seems like it could really make a change, and so thank you for having me here.
Well, and I think, too, what we're really talking about when you get to the bottom line is we're talking about a better relationship with your horse, but more importantly with that, we're talking about a better relationship with yourself.
You know, that is exactly what this work is. It's stepping into your authentic, heart-based self so that you can, live the life that you were meant to live. And from there, right, success happens naturally with your horse, at work, with your friends, with family.
I was just going to say, and with your family, most importantly.
Exactly. And so what I love is that people love their horses. They want to spend time with their horses. And so why don't we help them connect with their horses first, and then they can realize, wow, I could do this with everybody.
Well, isn't that the way it mostly goes with
horse people?
Yeah, anyway.
You have to take them where
I was trying to be diplomatic and politically correct there and not get myself in trouble with my wife, actually.
Well, start where the passion is, and go from there.
All right, good.
Well, yeah, so today I want to talk about taking back your power, because I don't know about you, Glenn. You sound kind of powerful, but many of us have given up our sense of power in our lives and with other people. So, I don't know, if you ever feel like other people are in control or are making most of the decisions.
Well, interesting. We always get off on tangents when you and I talk, and maybe that comes from you having the psychological background that you do. You're good at having people go off on tangents, but I was very, very, very ill with Lyme disease for a year.
Wow. And
after that, after I started to recover, which was a very long process, and my wife always says I was down to about 30% out of 100%. And I don't even remember most of that time. Didn't drive a car for a year or any of that. But after that, I decided just what you were saying there, that I was going to be in control of where I went from here, and I was really going to do my bucket list.
Yeah, nice.
And I think that everybody gets. Don't you think that most people, not everybody, don't you think that most people get to that point in their lives, but it's usually after something horrific or tragic, and it's too late to do anything about it at that point.
Yeah, they usually kind of have to hit some kind of bottom before they're like, I've been a victim enough. I've been pleasing other people enough. Everyone else has come first enough. I've been afraid and I'm timid, and I need everyone's approval, and I'm sick of all of that. All of that has to kind of hit a bottom before people are saying, you know what, I'm taking back my power, darn it.
Right. And in my case, it was, look, it's time. It's time to really live life, and what you say, live it daily.
Yeah. Because when you've given up your power, how did that feel in your body?
Well, I was too sick to know at that point.
maybe when you were at like 70%.
You what you feel is hopeless and lost.
Yeah.
That's what
and
you feel.
And if I were to look at you when you were in that space, you would probably have said you felt like weak, and you probably would have looked kind of.
I see pictures of myself during that time now, and part of that was the illness, of course, but I looked like a ghost.
Yeah, and that's an extreme example, but a lot of us are running around essentially in that vibration, but say, maybe just, not quite that severe. And what happens when you approach your horse when you're disempowered like that?
Well, that's a good thing, because horses always, they're pack animals, so I think that's probably where you're trying to go with this, isn't it?
Well, yeah. If you approach your horse and you're not empowered, then he's going to...
Exactly.
He's happy to take over.
Exactly.
Right?
Now we're almost in a dangerous situation.
Right. Or if he's not that type, then he's going to be afraid because there's no leader.
Exactly.
So then no one's in control, and that's not a good situation for you in the saddle or in the ground. And so your horse wants you to show up as a full, powerful partner. And so if you've given up your power in other areas of your life, I guarantee that when you go out to the barn, we could watch and we could see the ways you've given up your power with your horse. And it's just not that much fun when you have done that with your horse.
Well,
and the same thing... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the same thing happens in real life, right? Like, what happens when you show up that way with people?
Right.
You're a doormat, right?
Right, exactly. And there's a lot of people that go through life that way. And
yeah. And you may not even realize the subtle ways you've given up your power, but even just asking, other people, thinking that other people have a better answer or other people are better than you, there's lots of subtle ways. And so I wanted today to talk about how you can feel your way back into taking your power.
Okay.
And we talked about this on episode 43 of the Stable Scoop, so this will sound familiar to you. But
all right.
The most powerful images, that anybody, if I ask you what's the most powerful image, one of the things that might come to mind is the sun. Obviously the sun is hugely powerful, and so we want to work with that image to help you take back your power. And here's how to do it. I suggest that you sit on your horse, and this can be bareback or in a saddle if you're more comfortable. And you want to take the posture of being in power, right? So that's like sitting up tall and having your shoulders back, and having your head held high. You want to stretch your spine up to the sky. And then in the area between your chest and your stomach, go ahead and picture a big yellow sun. And you might try this now while you're sitting there on your ball.
Okay.
Imagine this big yellow sun right in the middle of you, shining warm and relaxing, but at the same time strong and powerful rays through your whole body. So start with your chest and then allow the rays to radiate downward and upward until this feeling of the sun is in your whole body. And do this until you can feel powerful and confident yet calm within yourself. And that relaxing but powerful feeling, I want you then to encompass both you and your horse so that you're both sort of sitting kind of in this ball of powerful but relaxed sunshine and power. And then once you feel that, you can imagine this calm confidence shining forward, creating a path that you can ride confidently forward on. So you want to shoot that energy of the sun forward, and you want to ride it forward.
Okay.
And can you feel that at all?
Yeah, and that goes back to actually a couple of the other tips that we've done in the past as well.
It does. They kind of all relate together. And if you could step into that powerful place of owning your power, right, it's going to change your riding immediately. And your horse is going to respond to that calm confidence and your leadership now because you're being a full partner. They want you to be that full partner. And together, you guys can conquer anything from that space. Could you see how that would be a powerful space to go off and, say, do your hunter round or do your cross-country round?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And that sort of goes back to, I know in assertiveness training, they do similar types of exercises. Yeah,
because before I started practicing with this, I was like a limp, overcooked green bean before my cross-country round. And you can imagine how my horse then, my green horse then went around like a limp green bean.
Well, you are an eventer, right?
Yep, I'm an eventer. So I've been playing with this image, and it's extraordinarily powerful. But it's not just helpful for riding. You can practice shining the sun in any situation that you normally feel like you've given your power away in the past, So if you're going to go to talk to your boss or maybe your boyfriend or your spouse and you feel like they've sort of stripped you of your power, step into that sun before the interaction. Get your sun shining. And then just see with that calm, confident power, see how it transforms the interaction. I bet you'd be surprised at what the other person does or says in response to your new, powerful self.
Interesting.
Try that on with your wife.
I don't think in my case, I don't think that might not be good because I don't really have a problem with the power thing. So
That's good. But if you do and you suddenly try to take back your power, be prepared for other people to not like it.
Exactly. I was just going to say that actually.
And even your horse might fight you a little bit in the beginning. If other people are used to having the power and you suddenly say, "No, I'm shining my sun here," other people will often resist. But if you continue to shine that warm and confident and relaxing power, the resistance will melt and it will shift your interaction.
And we're not talking about taking it to the point of arrogance here either.
No. Yeah, this isn't about taking power over people.
Right.
This is about just taking back your own power to embody, who you are and what you really think and what you really feel, and being able to step into any situation and be that person who's not afraid to say what they mean and what they think.
Well, great, Dr. Jenn. It's always fun having you on here, and it's very thought-provoking for me every single time. and I'm sure it is for our listeners as well. Where can they learn more about you and get in touch with you if they want to?
Here we've got a beautiful 36-acre ranch out in Denver, Colorado, and we invite people to come out and play with us. And they can learn more about that at our website, www.happilyeverafterranch.com.
And they can follow you on Twitter, too, can't they?
Yep, we're on Twitter, and we've got YouTube videos, and we've got a blog. And so, my mission is really about inspiring people to live their best life and to think about how they may use their horse in that endeavor, how their horse wants to support them in that. And so check out the blog with some really inspiring stories about what can happen when you use your horse to help, reclaim the life that you deserve.
All right, great, Dr. Jenn. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks so much, Glenn. We'll see you later.
Well, thank you to Dr. Jenn for joining us here again today. It's been a while. We'll have her back again soon. Don't forget you can follow all of the shows at the Horse Radio Network at horseradionetwork.com. Well, I'll be back tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.